friends, to the Coliseum. GrizzlyMantes here with another contender. I apologize, I'm running a little bit late. I had the worst stomach flu you could imagine. Well, probably not the worst. It only lasted about 24 to 40, I guess it was about 36 hours, but basically just yakking. You know how it is. Every time I eat something, oh yeah, that was great. Well, hey, I'm back. A day late and a dollar short, but here we are. So we're going to have to kind of get through everything. I'm not going to lie. When I was looking over my list that I built, because I do spend a lot of time looking at lists, building lists, tuning lists, yada, 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 I was like, you know what? I'm going to keep it simple. Let's hop back into JUND. Let's hop back into the Riveteers as it is, because I had a lot of fun with our JUND treasure list, our glittering treasures, glittering JUND list from a couple weeks back. We're going a slightly different route here. We're going for more of a mid-range plan. We're still maintaining the things we want to do. However, there's been some changes. We're no longer going out on the acceleration and the treasure plan. We're more just looking at a mid-range type thing. You see a lot of familiar faces here, a lot of things that we've seen before. And honestly, the only ones that I'm really going to highlight, Sarulf Realm Eater. Again, a very efficient trained Dommerdon. We've seen a lot of this in action. I've seen a lot of it popping up over the metagame, and really I wanted to see it in action. This card has never really impressed me too much, but lately it just seems to be on a roll. Every time I see it, especially on the other side of the battlefield, it's almost a must answer. I do love it against things like White Weenie. However, being a creature makes it a little difficult. Still, so whenever a permanent opponent control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, it gets a +1/+1 counter. At the beginning of your upkeep, if it has one or more, you can remove them. If you do, exile each non-land permanent with mana value less than or equal to the number of counters removed in this way. Say if it's almost like it's borderline a creature version of like a Maelstrom Pulse or something. You know, it sweeps the board, Pernicious Deed type effect, which of course Golgari is notorious for. But being stuck on a body that actually can grow and is an option is pretty fabulous. However, it is a double-edged sword. I mean, if you're wiping the board, so be it. But since we do play things that are around those same converted mana costs as the counters that may or may not be removed, ideally, I would think one would be solid, be able to hit any of their one drops, be able to hit any portable holes or anything of that nature. But, I mean, we'll see it in action. I do think it is a card that has potential, and a lot of people have been picking it up. I kind of wish I had a Parallax of it, but I ain't going to spend money on that. Ain't nobody got time to spend money on that. The rest of the deck, pretty traditional JUND mid-range. Excuse me, Riveteers mid-range. Oh, you dang kids! Riveteers mid-range. Esika's Chariot's making an appearance. We only played a couple of them in the last list. It's a card. It's a card that's basically an auto include, and that's the kind of the issue with a lot of lists is you get to this point where you're like, all right, auto include, and then before you know it, you have a deck built. Is it always the case? No, but with something like Riveteers, kind of, and this is about as traditional as you can get in my opinion. Although we are kind of leaning into Planeswalkers. We got Lolth over here, fantastic card. We don't need to go too much. And then alone Wrenn and Seven. I was actually kind of surprised when I trimmed down to 1 because I started off at 3. It kind of worked down. It's now at 1 because, I mean, I still am a huge fan of the Esika's Chariot into Wrenn and Seven. I mean, who wouldn't be, right? Making the Treefolk creature token and then copying it. Just fabulous. Still haven't lived the dream with the Ob Nixilis copy. Haven't. We were very close with Glittering JUND, but then our opponent scooped. I mean, I don't blame them. You know, if you're in a situation where you get to do that, you're probably going to win. Just throwing that out there. The Ray of Enfeeblement is literally just a metagame choice. There's so much White Weenie out there, and you got to be able to take down certain cards, and for a single black, it's fabulous. It's just the best. Alone Bloodchief's Thirst as well. Our removal is kind of what you expect. The big difference is I have the full 4 Riveteers Charm. I mean, if you're going to lean into the guild, or in this case, the gang, whatever you want to call it now, the wedge, then I feel like giving the charm its full power. And this one actually is pretty awesome. It's a removal spell, albeit a sacrifice one, but they get to sacrifice with the highest mana value among creatures and planeswalkers. So it's essentially a soul shatter is the first one. Exile the top 3 cards of your library until your next end step. You may play those cards. It's a draw engine, you know, in the way that red has a draw engine. And then, of course, exile target player's graveyard. Now, this may not seem like a big thing right now, but with Arcane Bombardment being everywhere, that's a fabulous response to Arcane Bombardment. And now that I actually say that out loud, I just realized, I'm not typing on the screen, I just realized what I forgot in this list. We need a Boseiju. It's one of those things now. It's an auto include. Oh, I hate to take out something that's... See, I don't have a basic forest. A lot of times when I'm building lists, I'm sure you do the same, and I'm going through, because I'll usually do the mana base last, or I'm not going to lie, a lot of times, unless there's specific changes to the main deck, I'll actually just a lot of times I'll start with a mana base of a list that's works successfully and then go from there. So like, you know, if I'm looking at a mid-range list, well, obviously my curve tops out at 7, but ideally I want to at least make it to 5 mana consistently. So how many lands are we looking at? We got 26 lands for that reason, because you want to be able to consistently curve upwards. However, like as I'm adding new lands, like let's say, you know, if I don't copy the mana base from previous and then shuffler suggests this menu, I'll start looking at it, then I'll start swapping out based on things. Like in this case, if I had a basic forest and I didn't feel I needed it, I would take the forest out for the Boseiju, so that is essentially green source for green source. However, in this case, it's a little trickier. We don't want to cut a black source. I'm thinking the Cragcrown Pathway is what I'm going to cut. I'm just looking here. I guess I could cut a slow land. I could go down 1 Rockfall Vale, but I really like the duels. But they are slow. We do need the Boseiju, though. It's got to be a green source. I don't want it to be a black source. It's got to be a green-red. So we look at our percentage here. Black, red, green. So red and green are on the bottom of the totem pole. I don't have a distinct green source to swap, so it's got to be red, green. It's definitely one of these. I guess it's a tough one. All right, we'll do the Veil. We'll do the Veil. I know, it'll probably come back to bite us, but the logic is that at least the Boseiju enters play untapped, just like the Pathway. It'll enter untapped at any point in the game, as opposed to the Rockfall Vale, which obviously only does it if I have 2 or more other lands. So there's slow lands up until the 3rd. All right, that seems like enough babbling. Hey, before we hop into these games, if you like what I do, feel free to like, feel free to subscribe, and hey, dude, if you want, feel free to comment. I do always love when comments randomly pop up, and the more there are, the better they are, because we love engagement, don't we, people? Yes, we do. So that is enough babbling from me for just a bit. Let's get to those games. This looks fabulous, even on the draw. We've got a pseudo removal spell in the form of Bloodtithe Harvester. Ooh. Looks like we got some Esper mid-range. We'll see what he does here. Oh, I take it back. So if he's got Grixis, then I'm actually going to go with the Harvester. This way, well, it all depends. We're going to start eating removal spells. We may have been better to do with Tenacious Underdog, but if he leads into a Fable the Mirror Breaker, oh, it's vampires. Interesting. So we're probably not going to get swept anytime soon. So in that case, what I think we're actually going to do, it really is between Sarulf and, because if I play the Sarulf and attack with the Harvester, he may block, he may trade, the Sarulf will grow. I don't hate that plan. I don't think we're to the point yet. Actually, I think I am going to go with Fable the Mirror Breaker. I was going to say we're not to the point yet where we need to discard, but I just realized that after we play this land, we got nothing else. So I tell you what here, let's go with Fable the Mirror Breaker. Let's go ahead and get in for 3. See if he blocks. He's blocking, which means he probably has another Corpse Appraiser in his hand. However, we're going to go ahead and go Fable of the Mirror Breaker and go from there. It may have been, well, oh, he's got the Meathook Massacre. Fair enough. The good news is here, we do miss out on the treasure token, but we have a chance to hit our land drops. Do we want to actually discard anything? If I can hit the Tenacious Underdog, what's our play this turn? We're going to want to play our own Meathook Massacre at some point. Probably get rid of the second Fable, the Mirror Breaker, depending on if we want a double spell. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, if we draw another 2-drop, we can double spell, but I'm not sure we're going to, so do I want the... Nah. Let's draw 2 cards here. Okay. So in that case, I think I'm, you know, I don't really feel the need to go in with the Tenacious Underdog just yet, so let's just get the Sarulf out there. And pass the turn. I may use this blood token on a second Meathook Massacre if he doesn't commit anything more to the board. It's a little bug. Yep, there's the Corpse Appraiser. Not much I can do about that one, sir. Eats the Tenacious Underdog. Yep, no response. Yeah, the instant block there definitely led us to believe he had another Corpse Appraiser. It's debatable if it's better to go... Oh, interesting. I should have kept the other Fable if I'd have known I'd have drawn nothing but lands. Man, that stinks. I'm honestly thinking if I want to Riveteers Charm away his creature, or if I just want to save it to draw, pseudo draw, end of turn. Well, let's see if he blocks. We have no reason not to. He may trade, he may not. It'll tell us a little bit about his hand. Yeah, it doesn't do anything unless something of yours dies. It's like if I Riveteers Charm, my dude will get bigger, but if I was going to do that, I feel like I should have done that prior to this. So what I'm going to do is... Yep, it doesn't do anything. I am going to go ahead and play my land. Also, it is debatable... I got swamp in hand. That we should have... Play the Meathook Massacre X0 before attacking. I'm going to hold off because if this Riveteers Charm hits one of our instant speed removal spells, we'll be able to use it in a turn depending on what opponent does. I imagine he's just going to kill Kiki-Jiki and go on with his life. Seems to be the case. Treasure token, sure. Okay, that's it. Well then, end of turn, let's draw 3 cards. Boop. Riveteering the realm. Riveteering the realm. Uh-oh. Was he have a negate? Nope. Ooh, Titan of Industry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, lame. I already got a land to play, but we'll save the blood token. Of course. That's our only Titan. How lame is that? We're going to go Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Oh, how brutal is that? And we're going to pass. I am going to ditch some of these blood tokens before the end because we got to start drawing something. I was kind of hoping to hit a Planeswalker there or an Esika's Chariot, something to get us ahead on the board. But, I mean, Harvester isn't the worst thing. Corpse Appraiser. Got any more creatures? Oh, there's always creatures to hit. Ah, Corpse Appraiser is such a good card. Yep. Yep. Let's ditch this swamp. Anything else, kind sir? Oh, he's going for the removal spell. Maybe. Or maybe he's just reading Corpse Appraiser. I'm probably going to ditch, let's see here. 1 red, 2 red, 3 red. Let's ditch this Deathcap Glade. We'll probably hit that. Oh, no, he's just going to kill him. Alright, cool. Well, in that case, I don't need the treasure token. So let's go ahead and ditch, let's get the, well, we got plenty of black, green. We got, what, triple red. Yeah, let's ditch the pathway. Hey! Seems like my opponent is... Alright, perfect. Opponent starting to tighten down a bit. So let's start here. And then we'll lead into Tenacious Underdog. Yep. Got no response, which is great. Yeah, let's go with the Underdog. Not going to blitz it. I'll hold the Harvester. Granted, we are down to 3 against his 5, but hopefully... No! Oh, I love Invoke Despair. Need to play it more. I tell you, I think I want to play a Grixis. Oh, look, it's that card I put in. Alright. Well, in this case, we're just going to go Harvester. Yep. Make our blood token. Bring back Underdog. Get in for 3. And then I'm just going to hold it. Does stink that he is, of course, gaining life, but we got to draw something here. Ugh. Need to find something to get ahead of this board state. That'll do it. Yep. Just owning us with a single Meathook Massacre. Okay. God, Invoke Despair is such a good card. Can we draw something that doesn't suck? I think that would be great. And then I'm... Sure to do. Well, that counts, I suppose. Nope. Well, actually, yeah, we can do both, can't we? Just hold the Boseiju. Sure. Let's just have fun. Esika's Chariot, pass to you. This does kind of set us up for a Meathook Massacre to end our game again. Oh, Titan of Industry. Why did you go so quick? Oh, there's Lolth. Sure. Yep.
We will slay our enemies.
Interesting. Interesting. So what's the better plan here? The Meathook Massacre X1. We could activate the Chariot first. He's got double mana open, or we could just Riveteers Charm away. We want to get the tokens out of this deal. He's got 2 mana open. We got to be careful for things like Bloodtithe, Surge, 1, 2, 3. Never mind. All 4 of them are in the graveyard. Well, in that case, got to watch out for things like Noxious Grasp. Not Noxious Grasp, but you know what I mean. Yeah, nothing really going on in our graveyard, so looks like let's go ahead and get this bad boy out here. Yep. Go ahead and activate Esika's Chariot. So yeah, he's got responses here. Let's do it. He'll probably respond with a removal spell, which allows our Tenacious Underdog to finish off the Lolth. There it is. Sure. Yep. Does stink, because we are going to have to pay some life for this game. Well, actually, no, we won't. Well, it depends. Do I want to draw a card or not? I'm at 7. Oh, I got to use all my black mana to do this, don't I? Either way, I have to use all my black mana. What's he got in this graveyard? Oh, yeah, I'd rather draw the card. Probably close to being dead, but that's life. Death is just part of the game around here. He pops. We draw. Things happen but are negated. Okay, well, we got something to ditch the blood token with. Oh, Lord. He has another one. Okay. I mean, that's the way it goes. That's funny, because I was just thinking I would love to do a Galvanic Iteration Invoke Despair deck. And there it is. Let's look at it one more time, actually, before we go. Iteration, Invoke Despair. It looked like Grixis Vampires, but it looks like it's more Grixis mid-range. Yeesh. That was sweet, though. Man, oh manatee. What a day to get your butt kicked. Hope everybody's having a fabulous weekend, by the way. Okay. Okay, so we're on the draw. We're on the policy of Wissywig. Do we keep this under the policy of Wissywig? Oh my god. We just said don't do it. But it's got the turn 2. It's got a removal spell. It's got filtering. Alright. It's like, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Okay, we'll do it. Well, we drew the land. Better lucky than good, I guess. Not that we are option either one, but, you know. Better lucky than good. Well, it would appear Mr. Bloodtithe Harvester is going to die a quick death, because my opponent is mono red and he's not doing anything, so hasta la vista, Mr. Harvester. Oh, what a shock. Pay 2 mana, prevent 2 damage. I can live with it. Oh, Lord. Here comes the Cavalier. Do I care about the Cavalier? Almost. Let's go Fable the Mirror Breaker. We're going to ditch this Ob Nixilis and maybe something else, but we'll wait and see what he's got. Yep. Thundering Raiju. Beautiful. Needed something here. We're not going to do anything, and, well, I guess you could do something, but... We got Meathook Massacre X3, but that's not going to do anything against the Thundering Raiju. Yep. Boom, boom. Things just aren't lining up here today. This is what we got. You got to kill the Raiju and hope we can survive. After that, we got the Charm into another Massacre. Not that it's going to do much against Sunrise Cavalier, but you never know. Oh. Oh. Oh, boy. You ever have one of those days where you're like, man, I should have stayed in bed? This is one of those days. Yeah, does anything matter? Nothing matters. Peace! Oh, I got one more game. Well, let's knock us all the way down, baby. You know, I do actually feel quite good that I am helping some people in their last-minute strive for Mythic. It's a tough one. The load I bear. But it must be done. Okay, so we've got stuff. Am I about to get zapped again? Is this another... Oh, yes it is. Another Boros Blitz list. Ray of Enfeeblement. You might help me out here. I appreciate that. Yep. To the bottom with you. Will he survive? Will he live? Oh, no. Oh, Dragon's Fire. Hey, at least it's something different. What is this? What do we have? You know what? I feel good about this. Why? Because it's not Boros Blitz smashing me into the wall again. Ow. Oh, that's it? I'd love to. I'm glad we still have just the 3 lands we started with. It would have been nice to see another one. Perhaps a black source. But... you know, you deal with what you deal with. Ooh. I like the cut of your jib, opponent. What are you up to over there? Dragon's Fire is on the... Sure. Okay, well, start with an attack and see what happens. Make him blow up his treasures. The interesting thing is, if he blows up his treasures, it'll grow the Sarulf. I wonder if he knows that. Because it's a permanent. Boop, boop. Eat it, Chandra. Boop.
Can't douse these flames.
Can't douse these flames. God, Titan of Industry, you're really, really good at being discarded with a blood token these days. Why did I think a Titan of Industry? It should have just been, honestly, I think this is the last game I'm playing with this deck. Not because we're getting smashed into the ground, but just because we're at the limit. I do think, had I thought about it, I should have swapped this out for a second, Wrenn and... Oh. Sure. Sure, why not? I'm gonna have to ditch this Titan of Industry and try to find something that doesn't suck. Bird in the other room's even laughing. Got me. Ow. Anything else, kind sir? Don't pop treasures. Oof. He popping them treasures. My Sarulf is getting big. What's a sorcery, so I can't do this during upkeep. I'm going to ditch this Titan and try to find that 4th land right about now. Otherwise, we'll just Bloodchief's Thirst. I mean, I can't be upset. That's what I wanted, right? What else he got for me? It's got to play with fire. Sure, he did. We can wipe his board. Except for the dragon. Yeah, sure. So, oof, being sweet. However, it doesn't save us from the dragon now, does it? Oh my god, what just happened? Alright. We're gonna call a redo on that one. I hit the arrows instead of the next. Oh my god. Okay, nope, we're doing another one. Oh. Okay, so, new policy. The WYSIWYG policy. What you see is what you get. The Shuffler's not our friend, and the Magic Guards are not kind. If you see 2 lands and a handful of 3-drops, just mulligan. Just do it. Oh, my lord, I'm about to play. This is already a mulligan to 6 with 2 Sarulf. If I didn't draw another land, would I be okay? Maybe. Oh my god, I'm terrible. Okay, well, we're going to operate under WYSIWYG rules, and we're going to see what happens. Oh. Because the Magic Gods are not kind. Oh, what you see is what you get. We've got the Infernal Grasp, but we'll see what opponents got. We've got the Sarulf, which is one of our best cards, and oh no. Oh no. Now we gotta deal with Trample too. Alright, let's wipe his board. Let's at least kill the Light Scribe. Okay. Okay. Tenacious Underdog or just kill it? If we go Tenacious Underdog, then maybe he won't extend another threat to the board. God, I love this level. If there's a level to lose on, it's definitely this one. Okay. Whew. Well, we could just die to that next turn. I kind of want to get the Fable of the Mirror Breaker, but I kind of need to get Sarulf on the board. If he untaps, we're in trouble, isn't he? Or aren't we? Gotta get Sarulf on the board while we can. No attacks here. We're gonna need to block, even though Trample's a thing, Fighting is a thing. All of these are things. However, if he expels his load, then Infernal Grasp is on the table. However, he's got 4 mana, and that's a lot. With an Illuminator Virtuoso. Oh, yeah, we should have killed it. Always bolt the bird. Always kill the Virtuoso. Yep. He's got at least another one. So, if possible, the Sarulf needs to survive. Oh, okay. Is that it? He's going to hold up the... Not today. I'll put a stop at my upkeep. Interesting. So we could double block the Lumamancer. We're going to block here. Oh, I see. Never mind. I thought it would trigger regardless. But it didn't. Oh, what do we want? Black or green? We want black. We already got a green. Let's pass. This could hurt. And by could, I mean will. I am going to pop off this, ditching the other Sarulf, and see if we can find a... Find that lone Ray. But we'll see what happens. He's got to play some spells here. He's probably counting. I don't blame him. Nope. To get in with both. See what we hit. See if we hit the Ray. We didn't. Two, three spells. +6/+6. This is +3/+3 plus whatever the spells are. So yeah. Should we just die with dignity? I don't think we can. Nah, no blocks. It's probably the worst of all options, isn't it? Let's do it. It's a good day to die, he said. I'll let you ham. Massive might. It's a good day to die. It's a great day to die no matter what, isn't it? Man! Oof. Oh, I'm on the play. Cool. Oof, that was brutal. His hand is not very good. But not sure how effective mulliganing will be. We'll see, though. Man, I'm getting clobbered today. Man, I wish I would have not been sick at those last 2 days. I was going to grind up to Mythic so that when I was dinking around with these other lists, it wouldn't be so much of a beating, but oh well. That's how it goes, right? Well, not going to worry about hitting Mythic unless something crazy awesome happens. We'll get it next time, maybe. Got Angels again. Yeah, I got lands this time, bro. Fair enough. Got me. Boseiju wants something to do, so you know what? Let's just keep Boseiju on the table. Depending on what opponent does here, we'll probably end a turn Boseiju. Hopefully he leads into like a Righteous Valkyrie or something along those lines. Luminarch Aspirant. Interesting. Sure. Looks like a mid-range list, you know? Let's get this Aspirant off the board. Gets him a land, gets us another token, and takes out the Aspirant. Then we'll just go with the Zika's Chariot. Watch, he untaps. He gets a swamp and kills it. Like, what? What? There's no card in the format that does that, is there? Yep. Now we're good. Keep the blood tokens. Chariot, baby. Oh, it's Titan of Industry. I should have just put in another Planeswalker, in all honesty. It's probably just way too expensive. There's the Valkyrie. He doesn't have the follow-up. So something's going to die here. Let's give him the option and see what he does. Interesting. This is interesting. This is a Jwari Disruption, we are in trouble. Let's play the safe play. Just in case. Now, depending on what he does, we can kill multiple things next turn, because this Bloodtithe Harvester is hitting for a lot. Yep, you'll gain some life if you play some stuff. Double the pleasure, double the fun. Yes, yes. Jeez. Triple the pleasure, triple the fun. Wow. Yeah, it's gonna hurt. But we'll see. Yep, look at that. You got there. Interesting. Let's take him down a notch, shall we? Peace. That'll be what we gotta do. Didn't find the land for Lolth, which is unfortunate, but Does that deserve a nice? Oof. So, how many Valkyries have I killed? 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Very good, opponent. You're quite good at this game. Definitely beating us at it, that's for sure. Yep. How about that? Down to 6. Probably dead. Oh, look at that. Well, gots to do what we gots to do.
My children dread subservience will be rewarded.
We gotta find some lands here pretty darn quick. We're at 6. Jeez.
Aren't I generous?
So actually what we need to do is chump block enough to survive, which means chump block everything. Yep. And then be able to attack back. I mean, wow, my opponent's on Team Righteous Valkyrie. Guess the moral of the story is don't be scared of Jwari Disruption, eh? Yep. 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 Boom, boom, boom. It's a time walk, kind of. Need to hit something else here. Removal spell or something for this stupid Valkyries. Cool. Post-combat. Gaining 10 life. Yeah, we're screwed. The Meathook Massacre probably won't do it either. The land, eh? Oh god, it's just one of those days. Not my day, that's for sure. See, we got Ray of Enfeeblement, Meathook Massacre. Ugh, god, started off so well too. Yeah, so even the... That's not gonna do anything. That's not gonna do anything. Let's see what we hit. Certain things would still work. Let's see, that just hits the Overseer, and okay, cool. Alright, way down we go. Man, oh manatee, what a day to get your butt kicked. Hope everybody's having a fabulous weekend, by the way. Okay. Okay, so we're on the draw. We're on the policy of Wissywig. Do we keep this under the policy of Wissywig? Oh my god, we just said don't do it. But it's got the turn 2, it's got a removal spell, it's got filtering. Alright. It's like, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Okay, we'll do it. Well, we drew the land. Better lucky than good, I guess. Not that we have option on the other one, but, you know. Better lucky than good. Well, it would appear Mr. Bloodtithe Harvester is going to die a quick death because my opponent is mono red and he's not doing anything. So, hasta la vista, Mr. Harvester. Oh, what a shock. Pay 2 mana, prevent 2 damage. I can live with it. Oh, Lord. Here comes the Cavalier. Do I care about the Cavalier? Almost. Let's go Fable the Mirror Breaker. We're going to ditch this Ob Nixilis and maybe something else, but we'll wait and see what he's got. Yep. Thundering Raiju. Beautiful. Needed something here. You're not going to do anything, and, well, I guess you could do something, but... We got Meathook Massacre X3, but that's not going to do anything against the Thundering Raiju. Yep. Boom, boom. Things just aren't lining up here today. This is what we got. You got to kill the Raiju and hope we can survive. After that, we got the Charm into another Massacre. Not that it's going to do much against Sunrise Cavalier, but you never know. Oh. Oh, boy. You ever have one of those days where you're like, man, I should have stayed in bed? This is one of those days. Yeah, does anything matter? Nothing matters. Peace! Oh, I got one more game. Well, let's knock us all the way down, baby. You know, I do actually feel quite good that I am helping some people in their last-minute strive for Mythic. It's a tough one. The load I bear. But it must be done. Okay, so we've got stuff. Am I about to get zapped again? Is this another... Oh, yes it is. Another Boros Blitz list. Ray of Enfeeblement. You might help me out here. I appreciate that. Yep. To the bottom with you. Will he survive? Will he live? Oh, no. Oh, Dragon's Fire. Hey, at least it's something different. What is this? What do we have? You know what? I feel good about this. Why? Because it's not Boros Blitz smashing me into the wall again. Ow. Oh, that's it? I'd love to. I'm glad we still have just the 3 lands we started with. It would have been nice to see another one. Perhaps a black source. But... you know, you deal with what you deal with. Ooh. I like the cut of your jib, opponent. What are you up to over there? Dragon's Fire is on the... Sure. Okay, well, start with an attack and see what happens. Make him blow up his treasures. The interesting thing is, if he blows up his treasures, it'll grow the Sarulf. I wonder if he knows that. Because it's a permanent. Boop, boop. Eat it, Chandra. Boop.
Can't douse these flames.
I can't douse these flames. God, Titan of Industry, you're really, really good at being discarded with a blood token these days. Why did I think a Titan of Industry? It should have just been, honestly, I think this is the last game I'm playing with this deck. Not because we're getting smashed into the ground, but just because we're at the limit. I do think, had I thought about it, I should have swapped this out for a second Wrenn and... Oh. Sure. Sure, why not? I'm going to have to ditch this Titan of Industry and try to find something that doesn't suck. Bird in the other room's even laughing. Got me. Ow. Anything else, kind sir? Don't pop treasures. Oof. He popping them treasures. My Sarulf is getting big. What's a sorcery, so I can't do this during upkeep. I'm gonna ditch this Titan and try to find that fourth land right about now. Otherwise, we'll just Bloodchief's Thirst. I mean, I can't be upset. That's what I wanted, right? What else he got for me? It's got to play with fire. Sure, he did. We can wipe his board, except for the dragon. Yeah, sure. So, oof, being sweet. However, it doesn't save us from the dragon now, does it? Oh my god, what just happened? Alright, we're gonna call a redo on that one. I hit the arrows instead of the next. Oh my god. Okay, nope, we're doing another one. Oh. Okay. Oh man. Oh, I gotta be careful. I'm gonna upset my stomach. Wow. Okay, so real quick, I did take out the Titan of Industry for another red. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna keep this hand. Why wouldn't I? I mean, it just can't get worse. Oh, Lord. Ooh. Wow. Wow. That was, oh my god. I'm not saying we were going to win or lose. It could have gone either way, but that was definitely the worst of all possible options. I mean, he had the removal spell, which is fine, of course. All right, so he's passing. He's either going to counter or he's going to kill what we do. So let's say the most expendable creature first. I can't believe that. Oh, my God. Oh, that was so bad. Oh, no. Magma Opus. Oh, Lord. We got an Arcane Bombardment list. Which, if I were playing Arcane Bombardment, I would be playing Magma Opus. I realize it's like, it's one of those things where it's probably win more, but that's cool. At the same time, who cares? Wouldn't you want to win more? Alright, so he's got some form of removal spell. Let's start with the easy one. Let's see if he'll trade. I just Ray of Enfeeblement this token if he blocks. He dead. He not dead. Yeah, sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. God, I hate to do this. I hate to waste my... I'd rather extend a threat to the board, but you know what? This probably isn't going to be getting any love anytime soon, so let's just zap it now. Hold up Ray of Enfeeblement. At least this way it keeps them away from... If this is Arcane Bombardment, which I can't think of another list outside of maybe Jeskai Hinata that plays Magma Opus, then this at least keeps him away from... Because otherwise, we'd be in a situation where he'd be looking at 6 mana this turn. I'd rather not risk it. If it is Jeskai Hinata, then we've got the Ray of Enfeeblement open. That's at least the train of thought here, as opposed to not playing the Bloodtithe Harvester. I can't believe I clicked the double arrows. Oh, man. Oh, boy. That one's definitely going to go down in the books as Oh boy, one of the worst moments ever. I mean, this whole video has been a poo show to keep it as PG as possible, but man, that's just the peak of it. Yeah, I gotta make a short about that. Bom, 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 wow. And then just like zoom in on my bulged eyes as I go, oh my god, did I just do that? You got it. Take him down. He did. Do it now before the Chariot hits the battlefield. Yeah, sure. It does look like Hinata, now that I'm seeing more of it in action. You see Magma Opus, and I get very nervous about Arcane Bombardment, but it is most likely Hinata. And that's the case. I think Bloodtithe Harvester is the way to go. Hey, look, it's a Wrenn and Seven. But if it wasn't a Wrenn and Seven, it would have been a Titan of Industry, because there are 2 Wrenn and Sevens here now, remember? Sweet. Whatever he's got, it's holding priority, so I'm going to pass. Now, if he has a Hinata, now we don't have the black mana. I am going to go ahead and just probably ditch. I got to keep the Ray of Enfeeblement. We got to do something about this Reflection of Kiki Jiki. So either probably go ditch the Wrenn and Seven, even though that will be... Oh, nope. You know, I'll probably actually... No, never mind. I don't want to get ahead of myself here. Yep. I just can't believe that. Oh, so dumb. Yeah, that's a Bloodtithe Harvester. Yeah, if he gives me the opportunity, I have to kill this Kiki Jiki, because otherwise he could just untap, go Goldspan Dragon, and then we just go, man, I'm just so sad. Let's kill it. Unless he's like, oh, you know what would be sweet? Prismari Command and Response. Destroy the artifact. Well, he's thinking about it. Nope. No love. Alright, so I'm going to start off... Actually, you know what? Cancel that. Stay that order. Let's get another Harvester out there. I was going to start off with the filter, but since now this is where we're at, I am going to go ahead and we're going to ditch the Wrenn and Seven and go try to find a 4th land. Missing land drops is hard enough. Oh, sure. That is fine. Nah, just dip 1 5-drop for another. 26 lands. I play 26 lands. The Shuffler is not my friend. The Magic Gods do not smile upon me. I can't believe how terrible that was. There is terrible, and then there's unbelievably god-awful terrible, and that was definitely the latter. Alright, we finally drew a land. Do we want to walk the Esika's Chariot into a potential Jawari Disruption? 2, 4, 6, 7. You can't Magma Opus yet. Counter spells are on the menu, so what's the best play here? Is it the Chariot? It's either the Chariot or the Harvester, but the Harvester is just so bleh. Yeah. Let's go Chariot. Sweet Chariot. What? She did not see that one coming. Alright, what do you got for me end of turn? You're sitting on some stuff over there. Are you gonna... Flame Blessed Bolt. Got him. What good is a Chariot without the kitties? Oh, that's it? Fair enough. What was that? Oh, it was nothing. That's what it was. Oh, cool. Let's go, Mr. Bloodtithe Harvester. See how he feels about this. I like this better than bringing back the Underdog. Although this way we don't get much in the way of damage, and just attempt to do the 4. Try to get another kitty out of this deal. See what happens. He says, I gotcha. I got him. He has been... Yeah, this is definitely Hinata. I mean, if there was a doubt in anyone's mind, which, you know, I'm probably going to ditch this Meathook Massacre end of turn. I was thinking of just keeping it around. Well, the logic of keeping it around is obviously you want to play it so that my opponent's, my opponent's removal doesn't, gotta try. Doesn't just immediately blah, 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 you know? Oh, Always got to try with that one. At least it eats up the opponent's counterspell, removal, march of whatever, yada yada yada. It makes him react. Gives him a free treasure. He's got a lot of mana, so there's a lot of things he could do. What a time to wish I had a Sarulf on the battlefield for all these beautiful treasure tokens. Jawari Disruption. It was red mana. Galvadic Iteration. Jawari Disruption, just to rub it in. Just let me lose my 2 life, bro. Oh. That's fun I did not see coming. Yeah, this was your main step. Oh, dude, I feel you on the oops. You are talking to the oops king here. Can I make? I can't even take advantage of his oops. Because I want to leave the Ray of Enfeeblement open so we don't waltz into anything crazy. I don't want to go with the Tenacious Underdog. Alright. Tell you what. Talk about it. Oops. Let's see how this does. Try to draw a land here. Land would be great. That works too. It doesn't. Alright. Well, because of your oops, now you have to take potentially 4 damage. I'm going to go for the cat. I was debating going for another blood, just to make sure that Bloodtithe Harvester could kill a Goldspan Dragon. But with the Riveteers Charm being drawn, we're just going to go for the aggression here. See what he's got. That was a weird oops. Weird flex, bro. He's got 3 cards. Maybe he just won't draw anything the rest of the game. I can hope, right? Just don't draw anything more, my man. We'll be good. I might have a chance here. Alright, well that tells us our opponent doesn't have anything. So I think I might just Riveteers Charm end of turn. Actually, no. I'm going to ditch... hate to say it, I'm going to ditch the Meathook Massacre here. Try to find something else. A land would be fabulous. I mean, there's only... I mean, to be fair, ask and ye shall receive, right? Well, in that case, he's got nothing. What are the odds he's going to top deck something? Well, if it's a Hinata, we still have it under control with Ray of Enfeeblement. What does he have? He's got something. Faded Hope, maybe? Could be another Flame Blessed Bolt, but I feel like he would have used it, like, right there. Got him. Anywho. Moving right along. Okay, my opponent is drawing worse than we are, so maybe we'll, you know... ... Okay, here we go. He's got 1 card left. What could it be? Oh, look, it's all of our lands. They're showing up. Thanks, guys. Hey, better late than never. I'm not going to complain. All right, roll. How do you feel about the Spider Queen, my friend? Do you succumb to the Spider Queen? Oh.
You reek with
Oh, we won one! You know, it's always good to go out on a good note, and to know that, despite the constant punts, sometimes the Magic Gods just make your opponents draw worse than the punt you make. That's a win, I guess. You know, I am going to go ahead and own it, but it just occurred to me it might not be riveting, it might be riveteering. I'm going to stick with riveting, but it could be riveteering, and I don't know why that just occurred to me. Anywho, I was going to bring up the untap.gg, but since we got our... what's a good way to put it? Our backside pushed in thoroughly. I did take a glance. We had a 25% win rate. So I'm not going to say things are garbage because I'm pretty sure at least 2 of those losses, possibly 3, were because of keeping a bad hand, clicking the wrong button, or just being a nincompoop. That's on me. I don't want to dismiss this as anything other than this is JUND mid-range. Apparently it does well in some cases, terrible in other cases. I personally thought the Glittering JUND did a lot better. I can understand why Ob Nixilis. I started out with 4 and it ended up with 2, and honestly, I think I'd rather just cut him. Although I do see why he's needed. But man, I just... The amount of hands we had with only 2 lands, with 26 lands... Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, 26... No, 25. Oh, what did I cut the 26th for? Boseiju. Oh, 25. This entire time I thought I had 26. No, that's not... Oh, no, the Hagra Mauling is the 26th land. So, yes, we never... 26 lands. You would think 26 lands would be enough to get past 3. I mean, obviously the shuffler. I'm not going to blame the shuffler, but the shuffler doesn't like me. I'm not going to blame the magic gods because, if they don't smile upon me, that's on me. But really, it does come down to WYSIWYG. You got to look at that opening 7 because what you see is truly what you get. And some people can pull off the better lucky than good and draw the lands and all that kind of stuff, but don't count on it. And we just saw it over and over and over there. Oh, what a beating. I would say it's demoralizing, but meh. Who cares, really? As for advice on this one, I like the glittering a lot more, although I do see why Sarulf is good. And I do think with absolutely tighter play, a little less shenanigans on my part, that this could be pretty decent. However, the Titan of Industry was way too expensive. Again, I thought 26 mana sources would be enough. I was wrong. The Wrenn and Seven might be a better play. At the same time, it might just be better to stay low to the ground. I mean, it is a tough one. It is, but at the same time, I would not go back to this list personally. I'm definitely just going to go poof and toss it to the side. But if you are looking for a Jund mid-range, think about Sarulf. He is pretty good. He's a little pricey. I mean, a Trained Armadon, but he's pretty good. I think he's worth consideration. I do like him right now more than Ob Nixilis, but it all depends on your metagame. Ob Nixilis is still very good. Especially if you're aiming to see a lot of mid-range to control like decks, Ob Nixilis shines in those matchups, but Sarulf shines pretty hard in kind of the more aggressive, quick matchups. Yeah, could have gone either way. Definitely terrible. I'll just say that. Yeah, no. Me, not the deck. The deck definitely needs a much tighter level of play to be remotely competitive, in my opinion. But, all right, well, that is all for me. Hey, if you're still here, you must have obviously enjoyed yourself somewhat. So thank you. Feel free to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And, well, I guess I'll see everybody later.